Hello, Libra. This is Pocket Watch. I am Lambie. Happy to see you. So let's just jump right in. I've been getting some good reading so far lately, and I've been opening up the floor for you guys to kind of create, a passageway for these messages. Yeah, so basically I could ask you guys, please subscribe, please like. It's really important for me to know about the likes and the subscribes because I'm a little bit new to this, and as energy and everything is shifting, it's going to make it to where I'm going to try to hone things out to where I can speak more for my subscribers and the ones who like mainly, instead of just doing it out of the own integrity openly. So Libra, trying to think of a different energy. Yeah. Okay, yeah. You're close to getting your ducks in a row, and you're also being coursed. Someone could be helping you. It's almost like somebody, I feel like, yeah, like even if you're 30 years old or in your 30s, 40s, whatever, it's like people are helping in the sense of how you would do when you're 17 preparing for college again. It's like somebody's coursing you in something, even if it's at your job. Somebody is coursing you on what to do next, or they're like, man, they're building another building right now. And I know that's far off, but it's like, just think, they're gonna need managers in this field, and they only got 5 people to do it right now here. They're thinking about flying people in. It's like, dude, somebody's telling you why. If they think about flying people in, they're definitely gonna hire from inside first, right? They got 15 spots they gotta fill. Like, somebody is telling you, take this course, take this class. As a matter of fact, start getting trained in this part right here. By the time that building is done in 2 years, you're going to be the best candidate. So like, that is really cool, Libra. I can see that coming through for you, and I feel like this has happened before. I feel like this has happened before for you. Another thing is, don't let people take any opportunity away from you. That just came up by the way that I was just dealing with these cards or whatever the case. Don't have something be woven in and basically stemming out for you, and then, like, and it's not like somebody, but it's like universe or something like that. And universe would never do anything on purpose, but like, mind you, when we're like, oh, that's life, a lot of times the world does work weird, and you can be the one with the short end of the stick, right? um don't end up in that situation. Don't have the world, or don't have the universe confuse you with some other energy and you not be able to receive that. I did get 4 6s. So there's something to where you have already you have already overcome so much in life. You've had some pretty close calls. There's been times, like, there's been people, like, you've dated, like, let's say, like, twice. You felt like you were going to marry the person that you were with, right? Or you feel like you moved somewhere and you're like, oh, you feel like this was it. And next thing you know, the neighborhood just starts to change, and you're like, I can't, I'm not, that's not my dream location no more, right? You get into certain communities, and things are fine, but you're like, you know things aren't just being seen eye to eye. So that you've come close to different situations. There's times where you felt lucky in your own skin. However, something was missing, right? So when I say you felt lucky in your own skin, you feel like, all I gotta do is just show up, and I'm gonna be like, every time you wanted something good to happen that day. Some people wear a lucky pair of socks, or they do their makeup a certain way, or they gotta drive this, like, whatever. You more so was like, oh, splash this water on my face. Ah, that's perfect. That's what I need to get this and that. And that's how you were more so going, right? So um, when you have that type of background, it makes it to where you are ready for anything. And that's how I feel right now. You are ready for anything. So when I'm going with, ooh, wow, thank you. When I'm going with what's going on right now, I'm gonna set these here, and I'm just gonna give you guys a little piece. Yeah. So it's just letting me know that it's definitely, I just got such a massage in my head. Something, you're coming conscious about something. I'm coming conscious about something totally different, but you you got your little pack and something's coming up. You setting in when it's like, oh, you can do anything or go anywhere. You ready to jump in? See that person? You looking? You ready to jump in? You know that this is. You know that something has to be the next step. And so, what I say what's coming next, it's when I say what's coming next for you, it's something that is probably already on your wall. Okay, and that's really cool that I just said that because I have a feeling that a couple of you guys will be able to look on your wall and there's like a vacation you're looking to do. Or now, when I say vacation, I was also thinking of a job that you feel like is a vacation within itself. You know, you need to keep applying. You need to do more. You need to apply in general. Um, Certain script on your wall, certain picture on your wall. Like elaborate on that a little bit or meditate on that so that you know what it is that you need to do because you're gonna take a leap towards something, right? um be kind to yourself. For some reason this is coming up as that, about being kind to yourself. I had a different reading for it, but as I picked it up, it's something about you thinking that things are supposed to be the way they're supposed to be, a certain order, right? And when you do that, it makes it like you're just going in with the flow, or that it's making it to where you less there's a less what am I trying to say, makes it to where you feel like you don't stand out that much or that you're not as original. So when I say be kind to yourself, be kind to the way you think about yourself and what you're doing and like what you're putting forward and what you have to put forth in this life or to any situation. Don't think that that's just regular, that's just how it goes, or don't think that it's just something that's mundane. Like really know that you are creating a tunnel and people get tunnel vision. So it's letting you know like when you create this tunnel and what you're doing or whatever routines you're doing, like it's important. To give you an example, you think, oh, I walk to work every day and I get coffee for this person and then I go here and there, and that's just regular. What I like everybody, of course, like I live in New York, so people love to be on foot and it's less. Nah, there's somebody that's watching you on your route, or somebody that you meet on the route, or your positivity or whatever's going on. That create a routine and stuff for them as well. And so whoever is around you, it's not that you know this person, you speak to this person or anything like that, but your routines become a part of other people's day, and they look forward to that. There could be somebody that literally has tunnel vision about you. And what I say by that, like, say the person that is serving you that coffee, there could be they always speak to you about something. You may be the only person to really give them the type of news that you give them, and you stopping by 4 times out the week or whatever, or encouraging them to finish college and stuff like that. Be like, dang, you realize like there's a few things that you say and do on your average day to getting to work, and it means a lot. And so just don't think that what you're doing is. And if I don't know why I keep thinking that I'm doing this wrong. This is rosemary also mixed in with my sage too. So um, it doesn't burn like the other ones I had. So I think it's just something with that. Um, so yeah, I would say there's something. What could go on? Is there something that you can say to somebody, and it may come back towards you. So you see, you say something to somebody, but then it really can't. You see this, this bird here. You see the face more so, but it's all about these two birds, which are basically one and the same, right? It's just one bird. I really see, honestly. Um, so when you have it come in its way, the way that I'm seeing it right now, it's it's like what you say is all that you know, but all that you know and what you say is basically all that's needed, right? So I feel like you're somebody in a community or in a neighborhood, and you may be just a radio person, right? And you don't know nothing. You ain't never traveled outside, your state or anything like that. So the news that you giving out, or the sports that you talking about, or whatever the case is, or whatever announcements you give out, it really resonates with the people who are listening. It's all that you know is all you really can give out. But that's more than enough, because it's just showing that it's still making it, right? So you not you by you pushing out, and it's being another product about what's going on from within you, that makes it to where when everybody else pushed out the same as you, that that consciousness, that collective, has a place. Your bird can go into another person or another being and still come out the same way or with the same vibration as well. So I feel like you're somebody who speaks to a community, or you have some, you feel like, oh, I'm just a product of my environment. Everybody is kind of like this. We all have this accent. We all, watch this on this night. That's how our town is. Okay, but that's pretty that's pretty legit. You're you make it to where people can identify, not people that are just with you and around you and I've always been, near, but also you create a face for the place that you're in. So when people come from afar, who you are and how you speak and what you do and what's going on, it creates a face from the outside. And it's wonderful what you've done and what you've been doing, Libra. It's wonderful how you've been able to become like this glue to this sense of community, and you didn't even know it. It's a widespread. It's a trueness. Um, it's so true. You've been working on this. Yes, for some reason. Oh, I'm sorry. I was going to say you remind me of another person or another sign, but no, my brother, he is in Libra. And so I was going to say, you guys been working on this for like 15 to 20 years, about like just something that was going on. It's something that's so regular to you. But for some reason, instead of it being unauthentic, it is really it's really creating a, a it's creating a sense of originality, not just for you, but for like maybe your state or your place or whatever. As I said, you're an announcing type of person. So it's more than one person or a few people that are around you that's noticing. It's a widespread. You have found your peace, and so that is what's going on right now. You have found your peace. And when I say you found your peace, it's going to be a while. It's going to be a few years before you find something that really bothers or trips you up. You did not just come out of this. You found this peace like a little while ago. And wow, I'd like to see some pink clouds and stuff like that, for that to be coming in and being like a part of you, like in within you. It's just showing that it's not growth that you're seeking or that you have right now. You're not pushing out that. It's like, it's real unconditional love, real oneness, real wholeness, right? Like you really feel whole within yourself, and you're like, you accept yourself. You accept yourself. And I'm really into that. There's just something I feel like I'm somebody at the table talking with you, and we have a couple subjects we're going off on, but like I feel like you just hit home. You hit home on every little thing we turn to, right, in the conversation. And like at the end of the conversation, I'm like, man, like, dang, like, I hope I see you again this month. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hope, like you're a friend. I hope we really get to link up. You may be busy, but we gotta link up. That's kind of what I feel. People realizing that. So when you jump into this new endeavorment of what's going on, yeah, all your friends and stuff could be like, yeah, like, put that on. Yeah, okay, I'm seeing these. Hold on. I got these falling out everywhere. Yeah, someone, hello? Yeah, hello? Now you guys can just get a little glimpse of just how much I channel. Someone's not understanding about what I'm saying. They're saying my comparisons are not quite right. And then if I could double it, because they're saying, let me try to hear a little bit. They're just saying you don't feel it. Yeah. Okay. So some of you guys feel as if the reading is not as clear, but you're just now, the way that I could appoint it is, don't feel like you don't understand. Don't feel like the reading is not for you. Don't feel like my comparisons or what I'm saying is not correct, because right now you could just be feeling low and you don't see yourself like that. And so it's like what I'm saying is true, okay? But you're feeling like I'm being a little bit cliche. It's like, nah, think a little bit better about yourself. Like, yeah, that may sound, fake or not worth your while, or that may not sound like you. But then again, you know, touch on that temple one time. Like, technically it is. You just not feeling it. You not feeling it as a person. And that could be dealing with something that's really going on with you. Yeah, there's like a little, you have a door space that you go through. I got a 0, black and red. And so you have a door space you go through, and you go in and out about your values and what you feel is important in your past. Like, you seem like things dropped off, like things really took off like after high school and stuff like that. Um Everything was really cool up until then, but then you really had to start getting on this grind, and then you separated yourself from a lot of people. There was only like one person you could really call like a friend. And so you're saying, like, when I speak and say that you're reaching people, or you are a speaker, or like on radio, or whatever the case, and all these things and the routines that you have in your day, you're like that's not me. Like, I don't really do that much at all, right? They're still saying that's false, that's negative. You're just not noticing the people around you and how they depend on you, or how they connect with you, even if it is something small. You just got to be a little bit, you just got to think about that. And there is a second chance for you to get somewhere and to belong to another group. But honestly, is strong. And yeah, like, and this is totally, like, I'm reading for Libra, and this makes so much sense to me for you guys. It's like having a family, dude. Like, I know that's really tough. Adding one more to your family, or having a family, like, that may really be what you need to do, and you can really find some new communities, a new purpose, a new way in life. Like, automatically, just there's just people that you have to answer to when you have a child, right? There's people that you have to speak up for that child, and there's sports and things they got to get into, and there's, when you have a little bit of troubles, or you need help learning about situations with the child, you'll notice, and sorry about that noise back there, but you'll notice that, wow, like, I got all these numbers in my phone. They are dealing with my child, but more so, they mainly dealing with me as well. Like, wow, we could also bring this into conversation. And then you just start realizing that maybe you are, if it's not happening now, you will start getting into certain routines. If it's something that you got to do for a friend, for a spouse, or for a child, you may actually start taking certain routes, and you realize, well, if I'm already bringing coffee here for my wife, and there's 4 other pregnant women here, and y'all gotta have certain coffees because for the pregnancy, by all means, I'm about to bring y'all all something. And then, and by the way, like, when my wife has this, can you guys come over because we do stretchings and like, you just never know. It makes it really helpful for other people. It's just something about, but it's gonna be a long time. Once you get into this, it's gonna be a long time. It's time for change, you know. And yeah, like, I'm throwing you out of the nest. My God, I'm throwing you out of the nest. Yeah, dude, that life is dead now. Like, that's the past. Something's already flipped. Something's already happened. You got your dukes up. Like, oh, I got it. I got it. But you have no idea yet. Okay, you have no idea yet. You didn't even realize you were honestly expecting this to come up, so I could be telling you, like, oh, you got to get rid of that. It has to be nah. Some already gone. Something's already, like, something has already changed. And so it's like you're standing there and you're in that stance about what you're gonna do and how it's gonna be, until you become, again, like I said, until you're more kind with yourself and realize what this is really about, until you have that delicateness, the delicacy, that you're gonna be receiving, is it's gonna be something to where you'll feel like there's less burden. Okay, that's not for you, by the way, but you know what, it came out, so let's just see. Maybe we could always peek into, exactly. So we're saying, like, that's not for you, right? As you can see, it isn't for you. But this is something that's on the other way, right? I see this as headaches that can come in. Suitors who are more so manipulative. Hard justice being served, hard judgment being served, and you being stuck in the middle, not even on one end or the other, but stuck in the middle. That's not for you. So I'm gonna, like, that's a favor I can do for you, is put that away. Like, that's something that could have come about. I feel like basically that was a saying of, like, if you don't be kind, if you don't open up in this way and do what you need to do for yourself to find a routine that you know is coming, you're gonna kind of trip yourself up with that other route. It was dealt to you, it was handed to you, it was chucked out there, but it's probably because you were just standing there. Walk on this path, walk on this road, and don't worry about what's going on. I would really worry about family type stuff. And I know that's really scary. I know it's really big, but hey, like somebody's gonna let you know. Somebody's gonna let you know that it's important. It's the only way to go.